Well, football now, and it has been a dreadful season at MK Dons. They've won just 2 games since September, they are deep in the League One relegation zone, and their new manager, Dan McKeechie, has lost his first 4 matches. So just how is he going to rescue the club, which was built for the Premier League? This report from James Burridge.
Like a rare breakaway from the coaching coalface for Dan McKeechie. After morning training with the first team, a chance to look at the club's next generation.
You know, these are a great age group to work with. So enthusiastic. Well done. Good. And they're capable of so much as well. You know, they can pick things up so quickly. Yes, ball please.
If only it was that simple in the real world of football management. MK Dons is his first job. 4 games in charge, 4 straight defeats. And it's getting desperate.
Of course it's frustrating because we're in a results-based business, and it's frustrating for me, it's frustrating for the chairman, the supporters and the staff. I think what would be more frustrating would be if we weren't performing and if we weren't creating chances, and the fact that we have done gives me a lot of optimism because I know at some point it's going to turn for us.
If you take a look around Stadium MK, you see a club designed for the Championship, if not the Premier League, a club with a huge vision tapping into an expanding town, and yet they are languishing at the bottom of League One. They've only won twice since September. This was not what the big plan was all about.
We're just desperate to get that first win, and obviously, yeah, you can see the stress and the pressure that he's got on his shoulders, especially when he's doing his team talks, like in the dressing room or if we're coming in from half-time, and like the other night when we're 1-0 down, it's difficult. He's doing it in the right manner, to be fair, and I think yeah, he's getting his point across, and we're all fighting for him, to be fair.
You guys could be in League Two next season. I mean, how confident are you that you can turn it around then, Dan?
This is a dream job for me. I mean, this is my local club. My children go to school in Milton Keynes. I understand what our league position is. I know what we've got to do between now and the end of the season, and we'll be giving it our all. We've got to make sure that we work harder and smarter than any other team in the league.
This weekend, a familiar face turned foe returns. Cole Robinson now manages Charlton, but ruled the Roost here for 7 years, taking them to the Championship. McKeechie ran his academy. The landscape has fundamentally changed, but there'll be no room for sentiment.
James, there is an awful lot of stake here, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the last 10 years. It's been this tidal wave of success. You've had the stadium, it seats 32,000 people. The whole landscape there has genuinely changed. There's been a connection with the town as it's increased in population. And yet now, look at it, they are on the verge of potentially being relegated from League One. When you're in League Two, that is a totally different league. It's a real scrap. And so Pete Winkelman, the chairman, as we heard from a few weeks ago, has to invest even more potentially than he's already done so. As I said in that film, they dream of being a Championship club. I think it's only been filled once in a football match, and that was for that Man United success in the League Cup. That is not the dream that Pete Winkelman envisaged. And he's talked about legacy. He knows he has to find the right man, but he's not prepared to do that deal until he finds them.
James, thank you very much indeed.